Okay, happy hump day, y'all. If it's your first time here, I'm going to give you a brief update. Uh, I vape. If it bothers you, move on. Um, I suffered narcissistic abuse, so I have a very quirky personality. And yeah, you may not like it, so you can move on too. Um, I have dreadlocks because I ride motorcycles. Yes, I wash them. Yes, I take a shower. My house is kind of consumed in a remodeling phase, and I got a lot of clutter. If it bothers you, move on. We're going to nip this shit in the bud now. To bring you up to date, I have healed. I have stopped trying to mask my pain with alcohol because it was turning me into a functional alcoholic in which I know better. I have a video down below that has a little bit over 1,200 views because I was kind of ranting on my own personal disposition, thinking maybe what if the reason why people get addicted to any kind of substance whatsoever is because they are trying to mask some kind of pain, and it is a mental health issue more so than a addiction issue, and maybe we need to get to the root of the problem as opposed to just disregarding them because they get addicted to a substance as they self-medicate themselves sane, in which it makes them insane trying. Anywho, so give you an update of what's been going on. I had a PC who basically disregarded all of my concerns, refused to give me blood work, and now we were here. What she had done was booked an appointment with her for a pap smear, in which I already have a GYN at a different clinic, which I absolutely love. Let me give you a little how much I love this lady. We got to laughing on my follow-up so hard because I was like, have you ever seen this content creator? And it's that her name's Haley. Where she does those skits, kind of like acting out the female bodily functions and shit. Oh yes, we were in stitches. Yeah, it was about a 15-minute appointment, and she was like, I'm so glad you drove all the way down here. Just wanted to make sure that you were doing okay. And I was like, yeah, but yeah, I got to share this with you because you are going to share it with everybody if you want. I said, this woman is hilarious. And it was funny because I had just gone in to get, it was technically a pre-op examination. She did all the tests for a pap smear in December, roughly, of 2023. And then she did another, like the full STD panel and everything in January of like 2024. Now, she'd given me medication and whatnot to kind of hold back the flow kind of thing. And she had put me on a very low dose birth control type of thing while I was struggling with this menopausal issue. Anybody who is of menopausal age understands the struggle. So she had put me on one in order for pre-op, and she put me on the other one to kind of pacify. However, it was kind of making me a kook, worse than I already was. And then, yeah, I was quite like short-tempered on this birth control pill, and that, yeah, I'm already abrasive. We don't need to add short fuse to it. Okay. So anyway, so this dingbat PC that I had, that I just talking to her is like talking to a wall, not taking anything I say serious. She's basically undermining my intellect, judging the book by its cover, not realizing that 25 years ago I was studying for pre-med. I have a lot of medical knowledge. I'm very adept in the understanding of it. I'm not a genius at it. I'm no House, you know what I mean? Or that little autistic guy. Ain't nothing like that. But I can recognize when I'm having abnormal symptoms of something or another, and I'm very conscientious about my weight. I eat organic food, organic meat. I started smoking when I was very young, and I kind of went on this health kick as I got older because I had several deaths happen back to back to back, and it kind of made me fear of dying. So Quitting cigarettes is kind of impossible, so I went to a vape, which only has about 10 chemicals as opposed to 5,000 in cigarettes. Now, you're all caught up. So, 90 days, roughly. They're about maybe 92. I can't remember exactly when I last counted how many days I have not drank not one drop of alcohol. Now, prior to this 15-month of abuse and then the roughly 15-month to 18-month of recovering, having left him. So it was June 2023 is when I left this son of a bitch, right? So I basically was drinking myself every night. One, either to sleep or just to mask the pain. Prior to even getting involved with him, I hadn't drank for many, many years. Maybe social. I'd go to a friend's, I'd have 2 beers, and I'd go home. Maybe once every couple of months. That was the extent. Prior to that, I kind of was drinking a little bit of heavy, so it kind of went in waves. And when I realized that I was getting a little carried away, I would just quit and put myself into a social drinking status. This time was very, very difficult. I realized it was extremely difficult to stop drinking. So, long story short, she schedules me off the, for this pap smear with this PC. I'm like, I have a GYN. Why the fuck am I, she won't do my blood work, right? But, so I cancel it. And while I'm on the phone with the little operator thing, I put in a request for a different PC. Because it's obvious that this woman doesn't fucking take me serious. I wanted a full endocrine panel because there was something very wrong. She missed because she didn't look. When I complained about back pain, she didn't look. She didn't do a urine test. And if she had done the urine test, she would have noticed a lot of the markers were probably abnormal. And it would have signaled that there was something other than back pain. However, I shouldn't need a referral in order to get my back and my neck realigned every now and then, seeing it's part of my rating. So yeah, veterans problems. This isn't just, women's problems. It's veterans problems all around. And female veterans? Good Lord. Anywho. Yeah, so I have medical insurance, and it was, it basically, they would harass me like every 6 months to get a different type of tit test. After about 6 tests in a 30-month period, it's like, okay, are you done now? There's nothing there. The first MRI, basically, I requested it just for them to leave me alone because I needed to evaluate the condition because I have breast implants, but I have those like gummy bear ones, right? And they're over 10 years and they're holding up fine, and there's no tissue degradation, there's no scar tissue, everything looks solid, there's no leakage, all that, right? We look good, and there's no sign of cancer, right? After they've squeezed my tits and done 2 ultrasounds, right? Now they want me to get an MRI every single fucking year, and they want a mammogram 6 months after that, and then they want to follow up with an ultrasound after that. There's no cancer. What are they looking for? This is my pain. There's a doctor. I've talked about this before. I don't know if my emotions actually hit home, but there's an individual. He's in my health file. It's basically when cancer isn't cancer. It's like over-screening. They're digging for gold. They're trying to find a problem to get a payout. So today, this is what got me on this rant. Right before I left work, it's like we got that truck loaded, and I'm like, yeah, 4 yards. He'll be back in a little bit, and we'll be out of here. So my boss was like, you can go ahead and go. Tomorrow is going to be a bear. Yes, it is. I saw the book. I'm like, oh, God. Yep, it's going to be one of those 12-hour days. Got a feeling. So I'm not complaining because, technically I'm not even doing my job. I'm doing desk work. I drive trucks for a living, right? I drive a cement mixer. So what call comes in is that fucked up clinic. And I'm like, oh, hell the fuck no. Decline. Because it is likely that doctor. Far be it from me to school some bitch who has a $500,000 education, who obviously didn't fucking learn much, because a TSH alone does not a thyroid panel make. And when I request a full thyroid panel and a full adrenal panel or an endocrine panel, I get denied. Yet she wants to schedule an appointment so she can look at my crotch. No. If I can probably get my OBG in July to do the full thing, but by then I might have dropped the 30 pounds that I gained. Because I started to be conscientious that it was probably the drinking that was helping to pack on the pounds. So quitting that kind of helps. But also I do a ketogenic diet. This week is non-keto week. Yep. It's like every other week. So I'm going to break the cycle. So Sunday I had potatoes. And today I had sourdough. And this is all I'm going to eat the entire day. I might have a bowl of yogurt later, which is plain yogurt with fruit, and I sweeten it, and yeah, organic goat milk yogurt. Yeah, I'm neurotic. Okay, get it. Yeah, get over it. Anyway, so yes, I have scheduled an appointment with my OBGYN for July, because that's her purview, that's her specialty, and I like her. I don't like this PC. I don't like her. I mean, she ordered blood work, and it was like a quarter of what it was supposed to be. She did not do liver enzyme. She did not do a full thyroid. I mean, like TSH, T3, free T3, free T4. Even, hey, she's put on a lot of weight since this last appointment that I saw her. Maybe, something's going on. Maybe we should look. Yeah. It's funny because 2 years before that, I was drinking every single day with the stupid boyfriend. Didn't pack. Actually, I lost weight. Yeah. I was weighing in at like 135, 140. And I was in perimenopause, struggling with the same fucking female issues of the inconsistent flow kind of thing. So, yeah, I got lots of gripes, lots of bitches. I'm sure there's a lot of women out there who have probably dealt with the same scrutiny and or similar disregard. It's like, yeah, I know something's wrong with me. And nobody's listening to me. Now, mine isn't so as severe as some of these other ones that have made headlines and gone viral, where these women are like, I got this headache and it won't go away, and everybody keeps just giving them fucking Motrin and shit. Turns out to be a brain tumor. No, I haven't got anything like that yet. But if the stress keeps up with shitty PCs, God only knows. This is why I bitch about people needing to kind of take control of their own health, to be able to recognize when their practitioner, if they get a new one, or they come across, especially in the VA, because they will change our practitioners overnight. Yeah, I had 3, and I think they might have been her assistants for all I know. But it was like I saw this young man, and I was like, "You gonna be my PC?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, cool." And the next year, it's different. And I'm like, "Where'd the dude go?" "Oh, well, he was only standing in." I said, "So why did he say he was going to be my PC forever?" And then that one was gone. And then I get this dipshit. And I hadn't even seen her. I came out of that. I got the cancer screening done, and I knew she was kind of fucked in the head. It takes about 2 weeks for the pathology to come back for that kind of, procedure and whatnot. And so I hadn't pestered my GYN. They usually send something in the mail, right? I had only been home maybe 48 hours, right? And the strangest part about it was when I got out, my mom was a little nervous and she called up the clinic over there and she said she's, whatever. And I said, Mom, you need to stop pestering me. And, don't do that again. She was like, but I was concerned. I said, if there's a problem, I will call you before I call 911. And I will request you do this for me. Don't just do this, because now they've got it on record that there's a concern. And this is the last fucking clinic I need. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, they making me nuts. Anyway, so that was the first day. She was nervous after she brought me home because she had to leave me alone. And my mom is a nervous nanny. She's a nurse forever. It's mom thing. Anyway, so I explained to them, no, I'm fine. Yada, yada. Well, 48 hours later, I get a call from this PC. So how'd it go? Excuse me? How'd your surgery go? I said, I'm alive. I wouldn't know. I haven't received a pathology report yet. If you have one, you can read it in my record. It's only been 2 days. Usually takes 2 weeks. She didn't say, how are you feeling? Is there anything that we can do for you? Anything like that? No. The question was, so how did it go? I don't think she even realized what it was that she was even calling concerned about. Because I didn't go through her to get it done. I keep them motherfuckers out of it. If it's girl stuff, I go straight to the source. So it was strange. The question was like, who the fuck asked that 48 hours after a cancer screening knowing that it's got to go through path first? And not even asking, how are you feeling? Is the medication, you have pain meds. Are they working? Are they good? Are you okay? Anything abnormal going on? No, nothing concerned about me kind of question. How'd it go? I was like, how the fuck would I know? Why don't you call the GYN doc and ask her how it went? I was asleep. Yeah, real pick of the fucking litter we got over there. So anyway, that's my rant. I am rescheduled with the specialist who's been overseeing my girly stuff. And this one's been fired. And she did try to call me, I think. Or her nurse. Pass the buck, cowardly bitch. So, yeah, they were probably calling, oh, she said she's going to get your blood work in. No, too fucking late. I asked for that shit back in December. She has not looked at my medical history. She has not looked at my records. She does not know corresponding issues like my cholesterol going through the fucking roof and knowing that good chance that my T3 is dysfunctional, causing my cholesterol to go high. My cholesterol is also fighting to make hormones that my adrenals are supposed to be making, and they're not. But she wants to put me on hormone replacement therapy and not test the hormone level or the function of the other glands that are supposed to be making this stuff to see if they're even working properly, or if they're fatigued, or if we might need to refer me to an endocrinologist, who would probably be a better option, seeing that she doesn't fucking know shit, thinking a TSH is adequate to diagnose the thyroid. These are the things that people get trapped into shitty fucking healthcare with. Doctors that don't do their fucking job. And it's just an annual. She just needs to do the slew of 12 fucking vial blood work. I'll read it my damn self. But she didn't even do what she needed to do. She didn't assess what she needed to assess. She needed to do a urine sample. She didn't do one of those. I get one of those every year. It's the first time I've never gotten one. So she skipped a bunch of crap. She didn't. Fucking lazy, inept cunt. Yeah. No. I ain't letting you jab up inside of me with any fucking instruments or whatever. Hell no. I can't get you to type the script out on a fucking computer. You sure as hell ain't going at me with physical shit. Hell no. I got a GYN doc for that. Stop stepping on people's toes. So, that's my gripe for the day. Hope everybody's Wednesday was good. Mine was very, very dull. We didn't have anything to do. We sat there, watched 2 movies, and watched the board and waited for a job to sure up so we could send the guy off for it. Yep, rainy day. This is what it's like in concrete world. I'm just grateful that they have me coming in so I can at least help my plant manager do what he needs to do, and I still have my job, and they're doing the best they can to kind of at least get me some kind of income as I wait to get my surgery done. Because then I'm going to be on workers' comp wages, and that's just pitiful. So, anyway, y'all have a great night. Take heed. Use my example. Trust me. If your doctor gives you a bad vibe, get a new doctor. I've had a bad vibe about her since that phone call that one morning. I had never even met her before. I had no fucking idea what this woman even looked like until November. And apparently she's been overseeing my care for 2 years. Yeah. There's a lot of issues within the VA, but this probably is one that takes the cake as far as like inept goes. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So anyway, hopefully I'll have a new doctor here before long. Get my surgery and everything done, and yeah. So y'all take care. Peace.